And we got some snow coming overnight, Mary Alice.
Are you winter ready, Mr. Levin?
I'm really not. I have to put a brush in my vehicle. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
I have some leftover salt, thankfully, from last year because I am woefully behind, Dan. So we all got the wake-up call now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will say this. As we look at the next couple of weeks, you're going to like hearing this, Mary Alice, because while we have had a pretty good shot of winter weather, and we still have one more decent round of it moving in tonight and into tomorrow morning, as we look at the next couple of weeks, more importantly, next week, and as we get closer to Thanksgiving, look at this. We're looking at temperature anomalies. Look at all the warmth, all the orange and red colors showing up here. These are above average temperatures. We're going to warm things back up here as we go through the next couple of weeks. We really don't see this kind of winter weather moving back in until potentially around or shortly after Thanksgiving. I think that's when we are looking at more of a sustained shift to winter. But even here in the near term, look at temperatures again. Yesterday we had highs only in the 20s. Today we got back into the 30s. Tomorrow we're back into the 40s. And it's those 40s, which is where we should be for this time of year. Those 40s will be sticking around. Might even try to make a run at 50 even as soon as this upcoming Saturday. The trade-off there, though, we'll also be tracking our next weather system and likely some rain towards the end of the day. In the meantime, we got to get you through tomorrow morning, and here is Future Look. Now, what's happening right now is we have that wind shift, a trough that is swinging on through, and with it, we are picking up some widespread wet snow showers, really not amounting to too much more than a few coatings here and there. But it's in the wake of this over the next couple of hours, especially as we get closer to 2 a.m., so after midnight, that's when winds are going to line out of the southwest. We're going to get that classic lake effect plume, that single band of lake effect, and it's going to start across the North Town, so Grand Island, Niagara Falls, stretching up towards Lockport and around Pendleton. Shortly after midnight, again, we're dealing with those heavy lake effect wet snow showers drifting south as we get close to that morning commute. And here we are at 5 a.m. So if you have an early morning commute, we have rain showers as you get close to the Lake Erie shoreline. As you travel inland, though, that's where those rain showers will turn more over to a wintry mix and just plain old wet snow by the time you get towards Amherst, Williamsville, stretching towards Clarence, Akron, dealing with wet snow to start off the day. And that's pretty much the story through the morning commute. Now, luckily, even by 7:30, notice temperatures are above freezing. So a lot of either wet or slushy roadways, say, compared to snow-covered roadways. You'll be dealing with that tomorrow, so more along the lines of like sloppy conditions. And as we go through the morning, the precipitation will be moving out and temperatures will continue to climb, so road conditions will continue to improve. Just damp roadways by lunchtime and certainly into the afternoon, so the evening commute looking a lot nicer than how we'll start out the day. And even with some wet snow showers into the hills around midday, even there by evening, most of that will be changing over to just some rain showers. And by the time we get into Thursday, nothing more than a couple lingering spotty showers there. I think ultimately should be mainly dry there. As far as snowfall amounts, not expecting a whole lot here in the city with that rain, wet snow mixture, anywhere from a coating to a couple of inches. And the best chance for those couple of inches are going to be areas further inland. And as you travel further inland, again, that's where we are looking at about 2 to 4 inches across some of the inland north towns, whether it's in around Amherst, stretching over towards Williamsville and northward, again, about 2 to 4 inches. And then during the day tomorrow into the higher elevations with that wet snow that will be developing, could also see a couple of slushy inches, say in around Ellicottville, Arcade, down towards Olean, before even there, again, transitioning over to rain showers tomorrow afternoon. So again, we'll start out with that lake effect rain and snow in and around Buffalo, then drifting south, and then just changing over to spotty rain showers heading into the afternoon. Not as cold by then as temperatures will be climbing into the low, some spots even mid-40s. And then for your Thursday, just a couple of spotty showers by then. Now, we'll be on the breezy side, mostly cloudy with temperatures still in the low to mid-40s. And as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, again, Friday finishing up the week looks pretty quiet. We'll have some peaks of sunshine, temperatures about where we should be, maybe a little bit below average, mid-40s. Saturday, again, trying to make a run at 50. The nicer of the 2 weekend days. Most of Saturday's rain-free. It's not until about sunset thereafter. I think that's where we are tracking some widespread showers. The rain will try to pick up Saturday night. A lot of it is moving out on Sunday. So Sunday, not a washout, but in the wake of that system, temperatures will be dropping to the 40s with a gusty breeze, and we're briefly back in the upper 30s for the beginning of next week. We'll be tracking that as we go through this week.